Welcome back, Kaiju fans. Today we're going to be talking about the grand company Tamashii Nations. And if you don't know who I am Symbiotic Legion, and I make videos on Godzilla, Gamera, and Tokusatsu content alike. So where do we begin with this grand tale? Tamashii Nations and the SH Monsterarts line wants a high-ranking pinnacle of monster toy achievement in their humble beginnings, and I believe 2014 it was, and slowly down the shitter they went with quality control errors and the current situation. The reign of the Heisei fanboy. So, we got our new announcement of 2 new figures today. Are they actually new, though? No, they're even more repaints and reissues. And this time, we get Space Godzilla and Little Godzilla. Okay, let's take a look. Little Godzilla looks exactly the same as the first release does. And I know this because I own the figure. It's right behind me. Space Godzilla is basically the same paint job, but now he gets 2 new accessories. Little lightning fucks on his shoulders. Wow. That's so exciting. So why is this a problem? Well, in case you hadn't known this, the SH Monsterarts line and the Tamashii Nations have released every single monster from the Heisei era 2 or more times now, except for Biollante. But every other figure has been released 2 or more times from the Heisei era. 2 or more. There's like 6 different versions of the Godzilla now. It's absolutely ridiculous. And why does this keep happening? Well, the current directive lead of Tamashii Nations literally is an acknowledged Heisei fanboy and will only produce figures from the Heisei era if it is not that current year's releasing Godzilla. As in, the only exceptions have been the 2 Shin Godzillas. Oh, they did a reissue with that too, just because it's easy to make money? Holy crap. And the Godzilla 2017 figure that's coming out. But the rest has been reissue. We've been stuck in this cycle of reissues and repaints of the Heisei era monsters because that's all he cares about as a directive lead, as the Heisei era monsters. So from this we could basically derive at this point that the next new figure from Tamashii Nations is going to be, what is it? Biollante again? Probably, because it's the only one that hasn't been reissued multiple times. Maybe we can break this cycle. Maybe. Because we're getting Mechagodzilla 74, right? Maybe. But we've had the picture of that for, what, like 2 years now? It might have been only 1 year. But we've had that picture that we've known it's been coming before they announced it for so long. Maybe we'll finally get out of this cycle. Please, for the love of God, stop reissuing and repainting the Heisei era monsters. If people wanted to get them, they would have gotten them by now. You don't need to do this. You're literally they're preying on the people who want to have they're preying on the completionist people right now, because they know that there are dedicated collectors out there that want to collect every piece of the Monsterarts line. So if they sell the same figure 6 different times with a slightly different paint job, some poor soul is going to buy that figure that many times, because people are, unfortunately in this community, that's a joke, dedicated. And it sucks, because we're being preyed on by this company that was once good. They were fantastic for reviving the Godzilla figure, kind of like, I don't even know what to call it, community, whatever, in their own way with these Monsterarts figures. They look really good and they articulate. That's their own thing. But they're ruining now. Their quality control issues with all the messed up paint jobs on the figures that they're selling as new paint jobs. What? So it's freaking insane to think that that's literally their go-to right now is, what figure haven't we sold 3 of yet? Oh, we've only sold 2 of that one? Oh, dude, repaint it and let's sell it again. Are you kidding me? You can't do that. But they can. And people are buying it. They're buying into it. They're purchasing the figures multiple times. And Tamashii is just, they're shitting on us. They are. And hopefully hopefully, since now Biolante is the only one that hasn't been reissued multiple times, if in fact they do make a Biolante, they won't touch the Heisei era ever again. Because it's... Why? Why do we need so many duplicate figures? This honestly should have been a news video of the 2 new figures they announced, but it can't be because we've already gotten those figures. It's not news. Are you seriously gonna sit there and say, I already paid for Space Godzilla once, but damn, those 2 lightning effect pieces really warrant another purchase? No. In the Baby Godzilla's repaint, okay, you want to know the difference with the Baby Godzilla? Because I looked at mine and looked at the picture. They add a tiny bit of brown around his chest. That's warranting another purchase right there. The only people that should be buying these figures, which they shouldn't exist in the first place, the only people are the people who genuinely could not buy them the first time around. And now we know that the assholes in the community who snipe the figures and sell them for triple the price, now they're gonna have competition again. That's the only plus. But seriously, Monsterarts, make more Showa and Millennium Kaiju. We need it. People will buy an Anguirus. People will buy Titanosaurus. People will buy King Caesar. And on the opposite scale, people will buy Orga. People will buy Monster X. For just, I mean, take into consideration for 3 seconds. If you make a Final Wars Godzilla and it sells well, make all of the monsters from Final Wars. Hell, please give us a Godzilla 2000. Please. I want a Godzilla 2000 Monsterarts. Not the stupid, ugly Yuji Sakai concept version that you're marketing as Godzilla 2000. Give me a real G2K. Give me a real one. Because I will buy that. I will buy a real G2KM. I have the special color version because I wanted something to go with my Chogokin Kiryu. But that's not Godzilla 2000. It's nothing like it. You can't say, oh, he's got rough skin and big spines. It must be Godzilla 2000. They don't look anything alike. You're literally failing as a company right now in the eyes of so many people in the community that you're trying to sell things to because you won't make new figures. Make new figures. Please. I can't even begin to explain how many people I've talked to where they can't even say positive things about you anymore because of how many figures you've reissued and reissued and repainted and reissued. Make more. I don't care what it is. As long as it's new, I'll be happy. Make a frickin' Servum for all I care. Because that's new. Or, think about it. You have so many monsters that you haven't already made figures for. Make some of the ones that I listed off before. Fuck, make Varan and Manda and make them like a pack or something and sell it for super cheap. Throw Baragon in there. People like the abstract monsters more than you think. People like those abstract monsters. But seriously, that's going to be it for this. I don't even know. I was going to just make a news video, but apparently I started ranting. But hey, news. New figures, and they suck. That's basically it at this point. The only people that should be excited are the people that missed out on the first releases of these. And even then, you could still find these 2 in particular for pretty low. There's no reason to reissue Little Godzilla. Space Godzilla is more on the fence. But if you already have these figures, do not rebuy them and fuel this retarded-ass trend. I swear. Because the more you buy these reissues and repaints, the more they're going to make, and the more they'll never make new monsters. But that's going to be it. Let me know what you guys think of this current situation of the Infinite Heisei repaint loop down in the comment section. Just, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I will catch you all in the next one while I freak out. Peace out.